And that was Jill Scott along with Walk, Philly Zone, Jilly from Philly. We really love her here on the station and on the AJ Stone show especially. So you will always hear some Jill Scott here on our show when we're live on the station. So hey guys, the AJ Stone show featuring Deacon Daryl. Tonight we have a special show we're doing, a little bit out of the box, and we're interviewing Jason Hustle, Philly Zone. He's actually a hip hop legend in our city. He's done so much and worked with so many people, from Wu-Tang Clan to PD Craig to what names some of the people you work with?
You listen, man. It's not too. Anybody who was in Philly, that's why they call me the Shogun of Philly, because I ran across them. I had something to do. There was a time period that you want to name them, from Jill Scott to the Roots, you know what I'm saying, to Eve, Freeway. That's my man. That's always gonna be one of my best friends, man. Free. You said PD Crack. They was brothers that was down with the X-Files in the beginning of the X-Files times. You know what I'm saying? Like they was with us, because we went to Kensington High School. So we was doing this inside the lunchroom, 4-period lunch. That was the lunch period where it was like people would just come to our lunch period, because they knew me and Free was at lunch at that time, and all the rappers wanted to come and be around us, and it was battle ciphers. You had that on the table, and the whole table, people who wasn't even supposed to be in that lunch period was at the lunch, just to hear us, see us around. Like we would put a show on in the lunchroom. You know what I'm saying?
Over at Kensington High School.
Yes, sir.
Man, that sounds like some fun, man.
Then we used to go battle other schools, and at the time you had, like I mentioned, the Roots. You had Dice Raw. He was going to Frankfurt. We would go to his school, battle with him. You had Major Figures. You had these boys going to Edison. We would go to Edison High School, battle them. You know what I'm saying? It was like everywhere you went, it was like a plug-in of schools, and that's how we networked back then. Before you had this social media stuff, you know, we would go out and battle and roll out ciphers.
Right, talk more about your face mask, and talk about
Hood Ninja,
the Hood Ninja, and you know what I mean, the whole movement of, I guess, more so wanting to, I guess, showcase your talent and not your looks.
Yeah, because basically we get caught up. We live in this days of time where you caught up on, how can I say, the physical things aspect. Most of these artists, you gotta look right. You know what I'm saying? They got you running. It's good to your health. Health is wealth. That's one thing. But don't get caught up in this image. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more about the soul and not your image. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get your soul right. You know what I'm saying? It's good to have good health. Yeah, staying physical fit. But don't get caught up in the image of the next person all the time. Everybody want to get caught up in this material things in this world, when you shouldn't be caught up in these material things. It's more about where's your mind at, where your soul at. And that's what I want y'all to reflect on and get to know. I got some good music coming. Don't worry about how I look. Hood Ninja. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to see. Hood Ninja, Jason Barack, the Hood Ninja. That's my character.
So let me ask you this. So when the album comes out, right, is the direction the album is going in, is it spiritual? Is it you know what I mean? Like, is it?
That's a good question, my brother.
You know what I mean? Is it street? Is it God? Is it Jesus Christ?
That's a good question. You have right now where I'm at in life. So since you didn't never have an album from me, a solo album from me, so you still I have to get rid of the Saul in order to get to Paul. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, the 6 cuts, the beginning cuts, was from how can I say, it was my masters that was like in different studios that was from New York, different places around that I had to get, but they was too good material for me to let go waste. So I had to throw them on the album. So you're gonna get the Saul part of me. But where I'm at right now, I'm baptized in the name of Jesus Christ. So I'm living the Paul. You know what I'm saying? You got the Saul and the Paul side. that's going to be the two sides of my album. The first side and the second side is when you're going to get the Saul side, and the second side is the Paul side of the Shogun of Philly. And that's where you're going to see the good and bad, is the yin and yang.
Hey, that's good. I mean, I'm excited for the album, man. You know, like I didn't realize you never actually put an album out. So
it's always been EPs, but I had tons of mixtapes, and the mixtapes did good. And it's sad because the mixtapes, I remember, rest in peace, my bro Nipsey Hussle. Like, me and him was busted up all the time. When he told me he was gonna sell his mixtape for $100, he said, "This mixtape, yo, bro." He told me this online. I wish I can go back to the MySpace page eras. This how deep. That's why I said it's not too many people that run through in the industry. We talking about one of the greats, man. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. He's the reason why he got the hustle. And believe it or not, and a lot of people going to not believe this, when I attached my name was first beginning with Shonuf. Then once I got into this online stuff, I reintroduced myself as Jason Hustle. He caught on to the hustle. So we had this thing online, was the Hustle family. It was him networking from the West Coast to him networking with Philly. So if you notice, one of his first tours, when he came out through Philly. Why? Because your boy Shonuf Jason Hustle gave him the open field, because we already was building this relationship online. And that's another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about a lot of this stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? It always went back to this East Coast, West Coast beef. You know what I'm saying? To these gangs, these Bloods and Crips. Y'all gotta wake up and realize, forget all that, because Jesus Christ is coming. He's coming back for your soul. So all that gang banging and all this thugged out stuff, the ones who's really woken, y'all gotta wake up and get out of that stuff and realize that Jesus Christ coming back for your soul. So where you want to go, hell or heaven?
Let me ask you this. One thing that I talk a lot to young people about is, like you said, everybody, you know, loves the optics, right? So everybody wants to be, you know, all the girls want to be Beyonce, you know, everybody wants to be Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. But I kind of talk about how it takes about 15 people to make Beyonce.
Yes.
From the makeup person, the hair person.
They call bees.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it takes a team.
The beehive.
So it's kind of like, not the beehive per se. You know, everybody has their team that helps them be successful. You know what I mean? So you ain't gotta always be the person in front of the camera. You know what I mean? A lot of times the person behind the camera is more important. Mm-hmm. It's more creative and is more calling the shots.
You never know who got your back.
And it has a longer lifespan in the business. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what would you say to that? Like, what would you say to a young person who wants to get into the industry or wants to, you know, either the comic book side or the hip hop side? What's some advice you give to a young person trying to just?
I give advice to a young person: never give up on your dreams, man, because you're gonna have many things that you want to do. You're gonna have opportunities in life, and you're gonna have dreams that you wanna pursue. Never give up on your dreams, man, and always put God first. When you put God first, nothing is impossible in this life. He will bless you. He said he will give you all his riches and glory. I was just telling my son this on a ride here. Never give up on your dreams. Put God first, and you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you.
All right. Amen, brother. Amen. Hey guys, we're gonna play one more song. We'll come right back. We're gonna close out. We're gonna close out with Jason Hustle, Philly Zone. Because hey guys, amen. It's great to have you in the studio today, brother. Great to have you here. You know, I feel blessed, man, by your presence. We're gonna come right back and close out. So AJ Stone
Show. Your presence, bro.
AJ Stone Show, guys, featuring Deacon Darryl here on SpiritualConnectRadio.com. Be right back.
Yeah.